Hello friends, so what I am going to take you through today is a yoga session. In these times of coronavirus, we are constrained at home. So here is a session which will give you a complete workout, right from warming up the body with sun salutations, then stretching it through a stretch sequence, then strengthening the core through a core sequence, then we go on to a balancing sequence, then the forward bends, backward bends and closure. So just follow the sequence, follow the instructions. This is done on a request of a friend of mine, so I think you may also find it useful. So here we start this session now. Folding your palms in a prayer position, standing on top of your mat. Just center yourself in, allow yourself a few moments of silence and stillness. Your breath easy, calm and relaxed. The state of mind completely meditative. Remember, a meditative mind leads to deep breath, and the deep breath will lead you to a deeper posture. So let's start our sun salutations. First round of sun salutations will be slow so that we can warm up different parts of the body, different muscles of the body, and open up our skeletal system. So taking a deep breath in, stretch the palms right above the head. Feel that stretch happening in your abdomen. Take the palms a little behind the head now, and you feel a little stretch in the abdominal area. The muscles in the abdomen will stretch. As you change the position of the body, the position of the lungs also change. So just allow the body and the lungs to feel normal, easy and relaxed. Just breathe normally. And from this posture, you release the palms forward into a forward bend. Just an easy and relaxed forward bend, not doing anything extraordinary with the body. Just allowing your hamstrings to stretch, the calves stretch too, with the work of gravity on your upper body. You're not making any effort right now. You are in Uttanasana, the forward bend. And then to just deepen the forward bend, you can take your palms behind the knees and just slide them towards your heel. Just gentle cajoling and coaxing the body into a deeper forward bend. Don't try to make any extraordinary effort with the body right now. It's just not warm enough. And then from that position, we come to the fourth posture, which is the equestrian. Taking your palms by the side of your feet, take your right foot back. The right knee drops onto the floor. You open up your ankle joint, the toes are pointing backwards, and you lunge forward. You're pushing the abdomen forward, chest forward, chin goes upward, and you are into an equestrian pose. Just feel the opening of your hip joints. Chest opens up. And from that posture, you bring the palms again by the side of your feet, take your left foot back, and then the body moves into a plank pose. Hold the plank pose, you will activate your wrist, your triceps, your core, your upper back is engaged too. And just hold this posture for a few moments. And from the plank pose, your knees, chest, chin down. Knees, chest, your chin is down. Just allow the body to breathe normally, feel easy, relaxed and calm. And from there you take your toes backwards again. Press the palms by the side of the chest, lift the upper body up into Bhujangasana. Now as you come into Bhujangasana, open up the chest. Your lumbar spine area, the lower spine area will warm up. Just hold this posture for a few more moments. Easy, relaxed and calm. Just allowing the body to open up, warm up. The first round of sun salutation or first half cycle of the sun salutation, we are doing it slowly so that we can warm the body up, and then we will move dynamically in the postures. And from that posture, the Bhujangasana, push the hips up, into a downward dog. Now in the downward dog, you open up your calf muscles. So you are bending the right knee and pushing the left heel. You are engaging your left calf muscle. It will start to stretch. Just feel it. And then you push the right heel down. The left knee bends a little. And from that position, you are pushing both your heels down. And then trying to drop your head deeper and lower and look towards your abdomen. You are into a downward dog position. From the downward dog, your right foot comes forward. Your left knee drops onto the floor. You're lunging forward, pushing the abdomen again forward, chest up, forward, chin upward into the equestrian pose with your right foot leading. Hold it for a few moments. And then you take your left foot forward into Uttanasana, the forward bend again. Holding it for a few moments, just observing that your breath is easy, calm and relaxed. Always be mindful of the breath. The body will follow into a deep position. You don't try to make too much effort. Just easy, relaxed and calm in your postures. Palms together, you lift them up, right above the head and a little behind the head. And then you release the palms into a prayer pose. So the first round of sun salutation we did a little slowly to open the body up. Now we are ready to move dynamically into the posture. We just follow, let's keep listening to the instruction, keep listening to what's the instruction about the breath, and just follow the sequence. Now we will do maybe 5 rounds a little dynamically, and just feel easy, relaxed and calm. Your breath should be deep and long. So palms together in a prayer position. We are ready to begin. Breathing in, take your palms up, right above the head and just a little behind the head. And breathing out, you move into a forward bend. Breathing in, your left foot goes back, knee drops onto the floor. You lunge into an equestrian pose. And breathing out, your right foot goes back into a plank pose. Knee just chin, you drop onto the floor. And you breathe in to Bhujangasana. Breathing out, you move into a downward dog. And breathing in, your left foot comes forward. You look up and you stretch. Breathing out, the right foot is forward into a forward bend. Breathing in, your palms are together. You're stretching them right above the head and behind. And then you release the palms into a prayer pose. We continue now. You're getting the hang of it. Breathing in, taking the palms right above the head and a little behind the head. Breathing out, you move into a forward bend. In, your right foot is back, knee on the floor. You look up and stretch. And breathing out, the left foot back into a plank pose. Knee just chin, there onto the floor. You breathe in to Bhujangasana and out into a downward dog. And in, your right foot comes forward, look up, you stretch. And out, the left foot is forward into a forward bend. Breathing in, you lift the palms right above the head and behind the head. And breathing out, you move into a prayer pose. Again, you breathe in, taking the palms right above the head and behind the head. Breathing out, you move into a forward bend. Take the left foot back, knee on the floor. You look up and stretch. Take the right foot back into a plank pose. Knee just chin onto the floor. Breathing in, Bhujangasana. And out, a downward dog. In, your left foot comes forward. You look up and stretch. Out, the right foot is forward into a forward bend. In again, your palms are together. You take them right above the head and behind the head. And you breathe out into a prayer pose. You'll feel that the body is warming up. Just stabilize your breath. Feel easy, relax and calm. Breathe in. The palms lift up. You go above the head and behind. And breathing out, you move into a forward bend. Breathing in, the right foot goes back. Knee on the floor. Look up and stretch. And out, the left foot is back into a plank pose. Knee just chin, they go down onto the floor. And then you breathe in to Bhujangasana. And out into a downward dog. Breathing in, the right foot comes forward again. You look up, you stretch. And breathing out, the left foot is forward into a forward bend. Breathing in, you take the palms right above the head and a little behind the head. And breathing out, you move into a prayer pose. Continue, breathing in, the palms are lifting up right above the head and behind the head. Breathing out, you move into Uttanasana, the forward bend. In, your left foot goes back, knee on the floor. You look up you stretch. Out the right foot is back into a plank pose. Your knees chin, they go down onto the floor. Breathing in, Bhujangasana. And out, a downward dog. In, your left foot comes forward. You look up, you stretch. Out, the right foot is forward into a forward bend. In again, your palms are together, right above the head and behind the head. Then you breathe out into a prayer pose. Let's do two rounds more of sun salutation. Breathing in, more and more awareness into your movement as if you are just watching your body. Palms behind the head. And breathing out, you move into a forward bend. In, your right foot goes back, knee on the floor, you look up, you stretch. The left foot goes back into a plank pose, knee chin there onto the floor. Breathing in, Bhujangasana, and out, a downward dog. In, your right foot comes forward again, you look up, you stretch. Out, the left foot is forward into a forward bend. In again, your palms are together right above the head and behind the head. And you breathe out into a prayer pose. Continue breathing in, the palms right above the head and behind the head. Breathing out, you move into a forward bend. In, your left foot is back, knee on the floor, you look up, you stretch. The right foot is back into a plank pose, knee chin onto the floor, and breathing in, Bhujangasana, and out, a downward dog. In, your left foot comes forward, you look up, you stretch. Out, the right foot is forward into a forward bend. In again, your palms lift up, they go above the head and behind. Then you breathe out into a prayer pose. One last round of sun salutation. Just bring more and more awareness into your movements as if you are just a witness. The body expresses itself into posture, then you are watching. The palms lift up, they go up and back behind the head. And then breathing out, you move into a forward bend. Breathing in, the right foot back, knee on the floor, look up, stretch. The left foot goes back into a plank pose. Your knee chin onto the floor. Breathing in, Bhujangasana, and out, downward dog. In, your right foot comes forward. You look up, you stretch. Out, the left foot forward into a forward bend. In again, your palms lift up, they go above the head and behind the head. And you breathe out into a prayer pose. Now once with the left side to finish the sun salutations, palms lift up. They are going above the head and behind the head, and you watch. Breathing out, they are going into a forward bend. Breathing in, the left foot goes back, knee on the floor, equestrian pose. Breathing out, the right foot back into a plank pose, knee, chest, chin onto the floor. And breathing in, Bhujangasana, and out, a downward dog. In, your left foot comes forward, you look up, you stretch. And out, the right foot is forward into a forward bend. And breathing in, you lift your palms right above the head and behind the head. Then you breathe out into your prayer pose. So we've completed our sun salutations. We will rest a little bit, stabilize our breath. Palms go into a forward bend. Take your feet back into a downward dog. Hold the downward dog for a few moments. Just stabilize your breath, feel calm and relax in your mind. And then you take your left foot forward, place it behind the right palm. Slide your left knee to the left elbow and towards the left palm. And then lifting your right ankle up, you're sliding the ankle back, opening up the hip joint to as much as possible. And then leaning forward into a pigeon pose. So opening up the hip joint and resting in the same. Just relax for a few moments. In the positions of rest, postures of rest, just allow your mind to be calm. Just watch every thought in form of words and image that comes into your consciousness. Just allow your consciousness to become more and more silent. When the activities of the mind stop, yoga is. Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodham, the stopping of the mind is yoga. And then you bring the palms again onto the mat by the side of your chest. Lift the body up and the pigeon pose again from the other side. So the right foot now comes behind the left palm. Knee drops towards the right palm and wrist. You're lifting the left ankle up, sliding your foot backwards so that your hip joint opens up to the optimum. And then you're leaning forward to move into resting in the pigeon pose. Relax the body, just stabilize the breath, completely. Feel easy, feel relaxed. And then you bring the palms again by the side of your chest. Push the hips up into a downward dog. So we started our session with warming the body up with sun salutations. It opened up our muscular system, skeletal system. And now the body is a little warm and it's ready to move into a stretch. So we will now move into a stretch sequence. The warrior stretch sequence. So taking your right foot forward, place it between your palms, and then you lift the arms up into warrior one. Now the position of your left foot, either it could be at 45 degree and the foot could be on the floor, or you could be on the toes, whichever is comfortable for you. Once you are in this position, then you're pushing the left heel backwards as much as possible so that your left leg straightens up. You're bending your right knee and aligning it with the right ankle so your thighs parallel to the floor, and then you lift the arms up, shoulders up, upper arms grazing the ears into warrior one. Your core will feel engaged and you hold it for a few moments. Warrior one. And from warrior one you transition into warrior two. So you ground the left foot perpendicular to the right one. Check that your right heel aligns with the center of the back foot. That just gives a good alignment to the body and it's easy for you to balance and feel comfortable. Your right knee bends again, your knee joint is aligned with the ankle, right palm lifts up, you're looking to the middle finger of the right palm, the left palm lifts up and goes back. You are using your inner thigh muscles, you are rotating externally so that you bring your abdomen inwards so your body feels in one plane, and then you rest easy in warrior two. Hold warrior two for a few moments. Every posture an opportunity for you to feel meditative. In fact, any yoga session should ultimately be a complete session in meditation, in the sense that you are 100% aware that there is no thought in the mind. And from warrior two to reversing the warrior, the left palm comes onto the knee, the right palm goes up towards the ceiling. First you create a stretch here, taking the palms up towards the ceiling, stretching, and then taking that stretch behind the head. Slow, gentle, moving into a reverse warrior. Hold the reverse warrior for a few moments. Just feel easy, relaxed and calm, meditative and still. And from that position you can bring the back foot onto the toes. You drop your abdomen onto your right thigh. And then you take your left elbow across the right knee. The left shoulder is trying to align with the right knee. You are twisting the spine sideways towards the right. You bring your palms into a prayer position. Lift your right elbow and look towards your right elbow. You're continuing with our stretch sequence. And then from that posture, you straighten your body up. Your right leg straightens up. You bring your palms behind the back, interlock your fingers. Open up the chest and lean forward with your chin. So you're directing your chin towards your knee and not your forehead. Just be careful. Lift your interlocked fingers and arms up, and this will start to stretch your right hamstring. Your palms lift up. Just feel easy, relaxed and calm. Feel that stretch in your right leg and the hamstring. And then from that position you can lift the torso up again. The left palm comes behind the back. You touch the right elbow with the left palm so that you have aligned your left shoulder with the right one, right shoulder with your right knee, and then we can move into a trikonasana, triangle pose. So you're sliding your right palm up towards the ankle slowly. Keep watching your left shoulder. It should not fall forward. It should not go backward. It should be in plane with the right. and then you lean forward, drop your right palm towards the ankle, and then you can free up your left palm and lift it up towards the ceiling. Trikonasana, stretching your waist and giving you stability in the posture just for a few moments. Feel still, feel relaxed. And from Trikonasana you will do a Parivrat Trikonasana. So you bring your left palm to where your right palm is, and then you can take the right palm up towards the ceiling, twist to the other side in Parivrat Trikonasana. Hold it for a few moments, and then you bring both the palms down onto the floor, feet go back into a downward dog. So we'll repeat this sequence now with your left foot leading. The instructions will remain the same. Left foot goes forward now, in between your palms, and you lift the palms up into warrior one. Again, be mindful whether you want to keep the back foot on your toes or grounded 45 degrees to the front one. The left knee is trying to align with the left ankle so that your thigh becomes parallel to the floor. Your palms are up towards the ceiling and you are holding it still for a few moments. From warrior 1 to warrior 2, right foot grounding perpendicular to the left. The left heel is trying to align with the center of the back foot. Just be careful. Right palm goes left back, left palm goes forward, and you are into warrior 2. Hold warrior 2 for a few moments. Rotate the inner thigh muscles externally so that you feel stable in the center of your body. You hold warrior 2 for a few more moments. And from that position, your right palm comes onto the knee. The left palm goes up towards the ceiling. Create a stretch, pushing the palm upwards. And once that stretch is created, you take the palm slowly behind the head. Feel that stretch right from here to here. And feel stable, meditative, relaxed. You can close your eyes for a few moments and experience your posture from inside. And then from that posture, you move forward, back foot comes onto the toes. You drop your abdomen onto your left thigh. You take your left elbow across to the right knee, slide it across, try to align your right shoulder with your left knee. And then you bring your palms in a prayer position. Lift the left elbow up and look towards it. Twisting the spine sideways. Your abdomen also presses against the thigh. Just massaging the internal organs in the abdomen. And twisting sideways. The spine twists sideways. Just hold it for a few moments. And then from that position you can straighten your left leg. Bring the palms behind the back. Interlock your fingers again, open up the chest. And you start lifting the palms up and dropping the chin forward. So your chin goes forward, you're lengthening the spine and you're dropping it deep towards your left knee. Feel that stretch in your hamstring as you lift the body up. This is a stretch sequence. We are stretching the body when it has become warmed up. So we are sequentially moving, creating more and more heat into the body. Subsequent sequences just creating more and more heat. And then you lift the torso up, move into triangle. You bring the left palm behind, just touch the right elbow. See that your right shoulder is aligned with the left shoulder is aligned with the left knee. And then you start to slide your left palm towards the ankle. Keeping a watch on your right shoulder. And once you reach a deep position with the left palm, without changing the position of your right shoulder, you lift the right palm up to move into a Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hold that posture for a few moments. Feel easy, relaxed, calm. Your breath is deep, long. And then from that position, you're bringing your right palm onto your left knee. And then you're sliding towards where your left palm is. Slowly moving into Parivritti Trikonasana. And you lift the left palm up to the other side. And then from that position, you stretch your feet either side. Bring your palms in between your feet. Check that your fingertips and toenails are aligning. You place the palms just a little apart, and then you drop your head a little deeper. Feel that stretch happening in the inner thigh muscle. You take the feet further apart, drop the head a little lower. Check your breath. If your breath feels fine, the body is ready to go deeper. And then you go into a deep stretch of the inner thigh muscles. Hold it for a few moments. And then lifting the body up, turning towards the top of the mat. You place your palms onto the floor. Just one arm balance in this sequence. I don't include usually. If you don't want to do that, you can avoid this, but just one arm balance, and we can try doing it. The palms onto the mat. You put your knees just a little between your elbows and your upper arm. Lean forward so that you transfer your weight from your body now to from your feet now to your palms by leaning forward. Check that your weight is transferred, and then you can try to lift one foot up. If you're comfortable doing that, then you can lift the other foot up. Hold Bakasana for a few moments if you can. Otherwise, just lean forward and allow the body to test the shift of weight from feet to your palms so that it starts to strengthen your arms for this posture later. And from this posture, you can just relax after the hard work of the previous sequence into a child pose. For the child pose, an opportunity for you to breathe and stabilize the mind, stabilize the breath. Your heartbeat, which was a little quick, can also stabilize now. So after the sun salutations, we stretch the body through a stretch sequence. Now we are ready to move into a core sequence. This is a little tough for some people, not for everyone. So just feel easy and relaxed and just follow the instructions and take your body to the extent it allows you to go. We will do the sequence fully, but if you're not able to do certain parts of it, just feel free to relax in child pose in between and rejoin the sequence whenever you feel ready for it. So first, a little more opening of the spine. So palms come onto the mat, your feet go back, your knees and palms are aligned now. And we will just loosen up the spine in a combination of cat and cow. So first you press the palms into the floor as if you're trying to push the floor away. Your arms will straighten up. And then you start pushing the chin towards your chest and your ears towards your armpits. And this will automatically hunch the upper back up into a cat pose, Marjariasana. Hold Marjariasana for a few moments. Remember, an asana is asana only when you can breathe normally and easily in it. Sthir Sukham Asanam, the quintessential definition of an asana. If you are making too much of an effort in an asana, it's not an asana. And now you take a deep breath in, lower the spine, look up. Hold the breath inside for a few moments. And then again breathe out into the cat pose. Hold the breath out of the body for a few moments and then breathe in. Just loosening up the spine and breathe out. And breathe in. So now we are ready to engage our core in a sequence. Just feel easy and relaxed to the postures that you feel comfortable with. And we take our right leg up, parallel to the floor, and the left arm up. The core gets engaged. Just hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 to the other side. The left leg goes up and the opposite palm, the right palm goes up, but both parallel to the floor, and you're again holding it for a count of 10, 9, 8, your core is engaged, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Dropping your knees to the floor, you lift the hips up to move into a downward dog. Check that your feet and palm are aligned. And from your downward dog, we will now go into a few variations. You take the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift the knee up and push the foot towards the left. Stretch the waist a little. Again for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then you can bring your knee forward towards your chin or your forehead. And hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Stabilize the breath. Bring your right knee now to the right elbow and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then you take the right leg up into a three-legged dog again. Bring the right knee now across to the left elbow and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your foot towards the left and then lift your left arm up and again hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring the palms back onto the floor, feet back into a downward dog. Now you will repeat the entire sequence with your left leg now. Taking the left leg up into a three-legged dog. Hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. The knee goes up and you're pushing the foot towards the right. So you're actually stretching your waist. So this area stretches and you should feel this area stretching into a three-legged dog. Hold it for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then you bring the knee forward slowly to your forehead and you hold it again for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. You take the left leg up into a three-legged dog. Now you bring the knee forward to the left elbow and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Take your left leg up. This time you bring the left knee towards your right elbow and you are holding it for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide your foot towards the right and then you lift the right palm up, perched on your left palm. You hold this posture for a count of another 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Go back into downward dog. From the downward dog, now into an elbow plank. So you drop the elbows onto the floor. Check your body is in a straight line. You can check while looking at your feet. Only the tip of the foot is visible. And then you are holding this posture for a count of 30, 29. When you want to come out of the posture, come out and then come back in again. We'll hold it for a count of 27 more, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21 and 20 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You elevate the plank. So now I'll elevate the plank, and we do it only for a count of 15. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side plank to your right. And you're lifting the right arm up and again holding it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You go to the other side. Lifting the left arm up and you're holding it for a count of another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go back into a downward dog. A little more engagement of the core. So you lift your right leg up and lift your left. Try to lift your left palm up. This is difficult, but if you can try, just try. And then try to hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You go to the other side. The left leg lifts up and then you are lifting the right palm up. Your core is engaged again and you are holding it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go back into a downward dog. From the downward dog into an upward dog. You release the upper body onto the upper arms. Your body is now poised onto your toes and your wrists. Knees are off the ground, so keep the knees off the ground and just feel easy, relaxed, calm and meditative. And then from this position you can just gently move into a child pose and relax. Then you can lift your body gently up. Be seated in Vajrasana onto your ankles and knees. And just allow yourself a few moments of silence and relaxation. Just an easy and relaxed posture being seated in Vajrasana. And then you can do a few rounds of Anulom Vilom. Just to strengthen the lungs, take your two fingers, place them onto your forehead, block one side of the nostril with the other two small fingers, and then you take a deep breath in from the other nostril, which is open. Once you have taken the breath in, you hold it for as long as you can, and then you release it from the other side by blocking the nostril with your thumb and releasing it with the small fingers. You breathe out from this side. And then you can repeat this from the other side. Inhalation, retention, and exhalation from the other side. You just do this for a few rounds with your eyes closed. Everybody has a different breathing cycle, so they cannot exactly do it like how I do or how anybody else does. You just use your own breath and do a few rounds of Anulom Vilom. Just feel meditative, calm, relaxed, not letting any other thing distract your mind. Just feel your breath, deep and long, your attention all the time on your breath. When you keep the attention on the breath, the mind stops. And the stopping of the mind is yoga. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodham. Just feel easy and relaxed. And now from this posture, you can just straighten our left leg. Bring the right foot into the inner left thigh. Straighten your arms right above the head. You feel that lengthening of the spine. And then you lean forward. If you're not able to reach your toes, you can just keep your palms on your knee and then you slide them gently towards your ankle. Just go to the deepest position your body allows you to. The most important thing is to just keep breathing, not worrying about any particular position. You just keep going deeper and deeper. Just allow your body to feel easy and relaxed with the breath. And hold Janu Shastra for a few moments. And then from this side to the other side, you straighten your right leg, the left foot comes into your inner right thigh. You straighten your arms right above the head, lengthen the spine and lean forward. Palms onto your knees, sliding towards your ankle, from the ankle towards your toes. As far deep as you can go, just feel easy and relaxed. And hold Janu Shastra for a few moments. Now from this, you can straighten both the legs. Bring your palms by the side of your waist. Your fingers can point towards your feet or the other way around, whichever feels more comfortable to you. You move into Purvottanasana by lifting the waist up, pushing the outer edges of your feet onto the floor and holding that posture still for a few moments. Drop your head backwards, feel easy, relaxed and calm. Just your pelvic floor muscles are engaged and are active. So strengthening the pelvic floor, a good posture for that. Then you hold it for a few moments. And then from that position you can drop your hips towards the floor and bring your feet close to the hips. And then you lean forward, sitting on your haunches in Namaskar Asan and relax for a few moments. Easy, relaxed and calm and meditative. The whole purpose of asana is to just stop the mind. And the mind stops when your breath is deep, long, you feel calm. And then there is yoga. From this position you can just lift your hips up so that they are in line with your knees, and you lift your arms up into Utkatasana, the chair pose. This you will feel the front thigh muscles active and engaged, and then you are kind of strengthening the front thigh muscles. Hold it for a few moments. And then you can lift the arms up to move into Tadasana. Hold Tadasana for a few moments. Again, your abdominal muscles get engaged in Tadasana. Just allow your breathing to become deep, long, relaxed. And then we are ready now to move into some balancing postures. Bring the palms by the side of your waist. When the body is trying to balance, the nervous system becomes active. So to activate the nervous system, because now when you lift one foot up, the brain will message through the spine to the other foot to balance, and that starts to wake up and activate the nervous system. So just first thing, very easy, just lift the left foot up. Lift the knee up. Just check that your breath feels comfortable. If your breath doesn't change, your body will be able to balance. You won't feel uncomfortable in any balances. But the most important thing is, are you able to breathe as if it's a normal position for you? Hold your knee in your palm. And from the knee into the palm, you can just bring the foot into the inner thigh muscle, inner right thigh. Just hold it for a few moments, your palms low, your center of gravity is low. Keep the palms now, once you feel stable, bring them close to the chest. And once you feel comfortable, stable here, then you lift your arms up. Now you can look at a straight point somewhere, you just fix your gaze on one point. You can keep looking at that. And you hold this posture for a few more moments. The longer you hold, the deeper the activation of your nervous system. And you will observe that this posture is very mental. Some days you are able to do it with ease, some days your body doesn't feel stable. It is very, very correlated to the state of mind. In days you feel calmer, you will be able to do this posture more easily. And then we release and move to the other side for the same posture. So I'm going step by step so that you feel comfortable. You just lift the foot up, feel that balance shifting to the other leg. And then you can lift your knee up. Your instructions will be a little to the opposite side actually, because when I'm saying my right leg, in the selfie camera it shows the other side, so just be careful. You can use whichever side you want to use and then do the other side. And from this position, just bring the foot into the inner thigh. Once you feel the balance here, palms together in a prayer position. Once you feel the balance here, the arms lift up into Vrikshasana, the tree pose. Hold it for a few moments. Easy, relaxed, calm. The sound of messages in between, just don't get distracted by them. This was a makeshift arrangement to film. And then you can release the posture, easy and relaxed. One more posture to balance, Natarajasana. So you can just hold your left ankle into your palm. Just feel the balance first here in a starting position. Once you feel the balance, you can lift the palm up. And then you push the left ankle into your palm, outward and higher a little, and you lean forward. So the force backward kind of balances the force forward, and you feel the balance by leaning forward and pushing backwards. And that balance gives you Natarajasana. Hold it for a few moments. And then you go to the other side. The right ankle into your palm. Feel the balance, lift the other palm up and then lean forward. And from that position you can drop your feet back to the floor, lift the palms up in Tadasana. From the sequence of balance, now we go into a sequence for backbends. So remember, your spine is the most important part of the body. 3 parts to the spine: cervical, upper, thoracic, middle, and lumbar, the lower part. So we will do the sequence of that. First we will activate the lumbar part, that bends the most. Then we will activate the middle part of the spine, and then the cervical part in one posture. So 3 or 4 postures in that sequence, which will work on the entire length of the spine, and they will bend it backwards. So first, taking your palms down into a transition into a forward bend. Take your feet back into a downward dog. And then you can drop your torso onto the mat with the ear to the floor, shoulders to the floor, palms on the floor, palms up facing the ceiling into a resting posture. Just relax, rest for a few moments. And then you bring your palms by the side of your chest. First lift the body up, so you don't use the hands. The palms are just for guidance. You're using the lower back muscles to lift the body up. Once you have lifted it to the maximum you can, then you press the palms into the mat and push the body further upwards. Open up the chest, look forward, and to emphasize the posture, you can actually lift the chin up so that there is a deeper curve onto the lower spine, and you hold it for a few moments. Eyes closed, meditative, relaxed. You hold this posture for a few moments. Sthir Sukham Asanam. Only where you feel easy, relaxed and calm, which is comfort giving, is the posture. Just hold it for a few more moments. And then from that posture you can just go back into a resting pose. Release the ear to the floor, feel easy connected with the floor. Your palms face the ceiling. Shoulders to the floor. So we worked on our lumbar spine. Now we will work on the middle part of the spine with two postures. So just feel easy and relaxed and calm, and then you can bend your feet so that you can hold your ankles. And once you have held the ankles, don't do anything with the upper body. Just push the ankles in your palms outward and higher. That movement itself will lift the upper body up. So you're not doing any work with the upper body. You're just pushing your ankles into the palms like this, and it is giving you this posture. The spine is bending right from the middle. Overall, spine bending in this posture, and you just hold it for a few moments. And then you release and relax. Backward bends, open up the chest, expand your lungs. So there is a big rush of oxygen inside. The volume of oxygen processed through lungs is more, and that gives you sudden feel of quick energy when you are doing these postures. Now another one of these postures to work on the middle part of the spine. Push the body up into a downward dog. Drop your knees to the floor, lift your torso up. Put your one palm onto the middle part of the spine where your spine will bend from, and lift the other palm up towards the ceiling. Breathe normally if you can breathe. Then you can push the other palm into the spine so the spine starts to curve, and drop your other palm slowly and gently, and then you release the other palm on both palms on your heels. Push the abdomen forward, drop your head backwards, your spine bends from the middle in Ustrasana, the camel pose, and you hold for a few moments. And then you can slowly release and relax the body for a few moments, maybe in a seated pose, just to transition. And then you are moving into, we work on the upper part of the spine now with Setu Bandhasana. So you stretch your feet forward, bring your body onto the mat, bring your feet close to the hips, your palms under the hips, and you interlock the fingers. And we will move into Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose, again by lifting the waist up and rotating your shoulders, pressing the interlocked fingers towards the mat, and you are into Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Now this is also a very good pose for your pelvic floor muscles. You've lifted the pelvic floor up, the muscles in the pelvic floor are trying to maintain this pose. The longer you hold the strength, stronger the pelvic floor muscles will be. So those who want to just keep holding this posture and they don't want to do chakrasana, they can hold this, and otherwise we'll go into chakrasana. Just bring the body, actually everybody can bring the body back to the mat. Place your palms by the side of your shoulders with your fingers pointing towards the floor, your elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. And you first do this version of Setu Bandhasana again, the bridge pose again by lifting the waist up. So those who want to just feel comfortable here and your body doesn't feel ready to go forward, just hold it here. Those of you who have tried chakrasana before, you can press the palms and engage the head. And after engaging the head, if you can feel that your arms are still strong, you can lift the body up into chakrasana. Hold chakrasana for a few moments. Eyes closed till the complete bending of the spine is happening, like a chakra, like a circle, half circle, and you just hold it for a few moments. And then you can slowly drop the body back onto the mat. Straighten your legs, feel easy and relaxed. Bring your knees close to the chest. Take your palms and arms over the knees. And just relax for a few moments. You can sway the knees sideways, so any compression you felt in your lower back with chakrasana and the backward bends, you can release that compression. Just slowly swaying sideways. And then you can straighten and relax your legs and the entire body onto the mat. So after the back bend, we start to kind of cool the body down. So our postures now will be cooling in effect. So you take the right knee to the chest. Take your palms over the knee, arms over the knee, the right arm over the knee. Hold the knee close to the chest. Take a deep breath in. Fill in your lungs and lift the chin up. Pavan Muktasana. Just holding it for a few moments. When you come to this position, just relax your shoulders, no effort. Just hold the posture effortlessly. And then you release. Go to the other side. The left knee comes close to the chest. Palms are over the, arm is over the knee. Take a deep breath, lift the chin up. And then you can release your legs, hold the body still for a few moments. Just relax in this relaxing posture for a few moments. Let me align my mat a little. And now, one inversion in the form of the shoulder stand. Those of you who have done it before. You first lift the legs up like this. If you feel comfortable to lift the waist up, you lift the waist up, stretch your legs. Your body is now reversed. It's an inversion. Your lungs have reversed too. So the lowest part of your lung, which never gets good breathing because of your shallow breathing, is now inverted, and your air, the oxygen will go into the inverted lung. So breathe very, very deeply and expand your lung capacity in this posture. And from this posture, those of you who want to transition gently into halasana, start taking your feet back. Again, take it back with the awareness of your breath. As long as your body is breathing without any discomfort, your legs, your feet will feel comfortable to go backwards. You can just interlock your fingers and hold this posture for a few moments. And then you can release the body back onto the mat and reverse these two postures by doing a fish pose. So you lift the torso up, you place the elbows by the side of your chest, You rotate the head, and once your head is onto the mat, onto the floor, you can release the elbows and just relax in fish pose for a few moments. Hold the fish pose, relax, and then you can slowly release the spine back onto the mat. One more pose to engage the core just before we sign off. Lifting the feet up, lifting the palms up, you move into a boat pose. The body is poised with the strength of your core. It is poised almost onto the tailbone. The level of the head is at level with the feet. Palms are by the side of your knees. Just hold it for a few moments with a stable mind, and then you drop your feet onto the floor. We are ready to now move into the final posture, Shavasana, but before that, Paschimottanasana. So just lifting your arms up, straightening your spine, lengthening it. You lean forward, you hold the toes. Bring your attention immediately onto your breath. If your body is able to breathe, it will feel easy, calm and relaxed to go deeper into this posture. You will observe that you go deeper into the postures by non-effort and not by effort. The moment you make too much effort, there is a stiffening of the muscles and it is counterproductive to go deeper into the posture. So don't make too much effort, just be more and more aware, and let that awareness and calmness of your mind will let you go deeper into the posture, not the effort. Hold Paschimottanasana, the forward bend for a few moments. And then you can just release. So now we are ready for the last 8 to 10 minutes of Shavasana. To my mind, that is the most important posture of the entire sequence. In Shavasana, we actually question, who am I? We look at different layers of our own existence. The physical layer, the breath layer, the mental layer, and then question if we have an existence beyond these 3 layers. So to my mind, to my understanding, this is the most important posture, because if once you have understood that your existence lies beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond the breath, then you have connected with something which was deep inside you, which was always there, covered by these layers, but something authentic, something non-corruptible, which exists inside us, the witness. So let's now move into this posture by just lying down onto the mat. You close your eyes, you keep listening to my voice. I'll keep giving you instructions so that you go deeper and deeper into this posture. Just lie onto the mat with your eyes closed, your spine deeply connected with the floor, your body silent and relaxed onto the mat. Just allow the body to feel easy, relaxed and calm. Scan it completely. If you feel there is any restlessness still existing in any part of your body, then you allow that part of the body to move and then allow it to be silent. And now you are completely silent in your physical body. There is no movement in it. And you watch your own physical body as if you are merely a witness to it. Just remember that this physical body was just a few cells inside the womb, but you still existed then. Then this physical body was the body of a child. You were again a witness to that phase of your life. And then all the 50, 100 trillion cells inside the body changed many times to give you this body of an adult that you have currently. But all the cells in your body have changed. But something which is not changing is always inside. So just connect with that source which has not changed and has remained constant. And try to establish that you are not this physical body, you are just a witness to the physical body. Just remain still, relaxed, calm for a few minutes in this posture, with an awareness that you are not the physical body. And now you can bring your awareness to your breath. Just observe the breath is moving in and moving out. Actually, the breath is the bridge between your physical body and the mind. So the calmer the breath, the calmer the mind. The deeper the breath, the calmer the mind. Just observe your breath. And you will begin to see that if you are able to see the breath, then you are not the breath. Your existence is beyond the breath as well. So establishing that you exist beyond the body and the breath, you go now a little deeper into what your mind is. Now you will observe that the mind comes into existence when your thoughts come into existence. If there is no thought, there is no mind. Look carefully inside. The structure of thought is in the form of either words or images. One word, another image, two words in different combination with images make up a thought. If you observe very carefully, you will see that there is a gap between two words or two images, but that gap is so small we don't observe it. But nevertheless, there is a gap between one word and the other word, or one image and the other image. If you watch carefully, the whole process of thinking will slow down. You will come into moments which are without the thoughts. One word has not emerged, the other word has disappeared. So there is a zone of meditation in between. In that zone, as a witness, remain silent for a few more minutes. Silent in your body, feeling the harmony of your breath, and some moments of absolute silence in the mind. You remain meditative, silent, and still for a few more moments. Eyes closed, deep silence inside. Slowly, you can bring your attention to your breath. Lift yourself up in a seated position. And with this experience of silence and stillness, we come to the end of the session. So remember, what you do on the mat. It's just a few moments of fine-tuning the body as an instrument, just making the mind a little quiet. But the challenge of life is there in every moment of it. So presenting yourself with all your attention, with the calmness of the mind to this life, every moment of this life is what yoga is. I wish you the best. I wish you a lovely time in isolation so that you can go deeper inside and discover more of your own self. Thank you very much. Have a nice time ahead.